there is an ongoing feud with Daryl Vaz and the JPS. But a lot of people not going to like this when I talk tonight. But I'm going to say to you, Jamaica, is the monopoly that was created by JPS was created under Phillip Paulwell and PJ Patterson, you know. I'm going to say it again. The headache and the sore that Jamaica has now of the monopoly of JPS was caused by PJ Patterson and Phillip Paulwell. I say that to say, I see Phillip Paulwell now coming out talking about what should happen. Listen to Phillip Paulwell, and when I finish tonight, I know enough PMP not gonna like me, but me just go talk. Listen to Phillip Paulwell, Jamaica.
Fellow Jamaicans, today I want to address a critical issue that has deeply affected our nation in the wake of Hurricane Beryl. Our first objective today is to call on the Jamaica Public Service Company, JPS, to withdraw all the bills immediately. This is an emergency situation that cannot be delayed. The people of Jamaica have suffered enough, and they deserve fair treatment and accurate billing, especially during this difficult time. The OUR must mandate that request today. But as we address this pressing issue, I must also take a moment to highlight the government's inactivity, which has directly contributed to the difficulties we now face. There's a reason why the government of Jamaica has always maintained a 20% share in the JPS company. It is to recognize the importance of the role of the company and of electricity, and to ensure that the government can have influence over its operations. The government, as a shareholder in JPS, had the responsibility to assert its concerns and mandate a proper restoration plan after the hurricane. Unfortunately, this did not happen. The cabinet failed to use its position to ensure that JPS was held accountable and that a comprehensive plan was in place to restore electricity swiftly and efficiently across the country. Moreover, there has been a glaring failure by the government to assess the full impact of the hurricane on consumers. This includes not only the widespread power outages, but also the significant financial burden now being placed on the people due to inflated bills. In an emergency situation like this, the government should have proactively utilized its representation on the JPS board to ensure that all information related to consumers was communicated transparently and promptly. Unfortunately, that critical step was missed. In addition, the government's response to the crisis has been insufficient. While they did grant the SCT concession to JPSCO, it was limited. There were other requests on the table, including a waiver of the GCT, which could have provided further relief to the people. Yet, these requests were not granted. Another major issue that cannot be ignored is the government's failure since 2016 to introduce new generation capacity from renewable energy sources. This inaction has left us vulnerable and limited our ability to utilize renewable energy in the aftermath of the hurricane. The reliance on outdated energy sources has hampered our recovery. And this is a direct result of the government's failure to prioritize and invest in renewable energy. Let me also make it clear that the opposition has been unwavering in its defense of the Jamaican people against the excesses and the delinquency of JPSCO, particularly since the passage of Hurricane Beryl. We have been vocal in demanding accountability and transparency from the JPSCO, the government, and of course the OUR. We will continue to fight for the rights of every Jamaican to ensure that justice is served and that the people receive the fair treatment that they deserve. Thank you for your continued support. Together, we will hold those in power accountable and work towards a brighter and more resilient Jamaica. Stay informed and stay strong, Jamaica. We are here for you.
Uno want my honest opinion on that talk? If you don't want my honest opinion, say yes, teacher. You don't want my honest opinion about this? My honest opinion, I said it to somebody today and they said, you know, Andre, you are very right. And look at it, Courtney and Jamaica, TikTok and YouTube, from this perspective. Donna Thompson, Lisa, Nicola, Captain, all I want to listen to what I say. Listen to what I say. You had the mastermind who sat at that table years ago and put a monopoly for the light and power company. It was challenged by attorneys then, and the government of PJ Patterson of the day turned around, sat and created new laws and provisions that made it the way it is. Okay? Correction. It wasn't even Paulwell. It was mostly Paul Robertson. May his soul rest in peace. But Paulwell, I believe, was his junior. Fast forward. It continued, don't it? Successive governments could have challenged the JPS monopoly. Successive governments could have challenged the monopoly. Now, people, here comes the monopoly becoming a headache to Jamaica. And the person who was at the table who created the monopoly is now the person who is on the opposition benches criticizing it. And I want to ask you, from a PR perspective, is he the right person to talk for the PNP at this time? You hear what I say, Courtney? TikTok. Remember this person was there years ago at the helm of everything. You think at this time, with the bagga where they go on, you think that he should be the one criticizing the government about something that he enabled? In this case, Jamaica, it should have been the party leader who take up the sinner. Scar, you not see what me attack? Me attack from the PR public relations perspective. Because when me see it on the screen and see that man, but me say to myself, but I never input in the batty hole. I just I say. Honestly, where are coming from, people? So I am saying that when me see them something here, me say to myself, when can the PNP get policy right? That even though he's the spokesperson, he's not the appropriate face to talk about the matter. He's not the appropriate face to talk about the matter. At this time, the leader of the opposition should take on the matter and talk about it because nobody wants to see this face. I just say, people, you might disagree with me, you might agree with me, but I sure you see where I'm coming from. Leave it alone there. I leave it alone there. Me not entertaining no further than that tonight. Me just leave it there for tonight, people. Only man might agree with me, you know. Only not necessarily have to agree with me, you know. But I am saying I don't believe this is the one, you know. This one should be the one. Because a lot of people have been calling and messaging me in private to say, well, this one there, you know. But I leave him alone. Because when you talk to people, them say, hop off fine back, hop off fine back, hop off this, that. I leave him alone. Sensitive national issues like these, this man, nowhere to be found. But you will see him on political meeting Sunday, but are ready to lead, are ready to govern, are ready to take up this, are ready to take up that. You know when you hear him, Courtney? Man. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But you see Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Shut up. Aye, Jesus. Yeah, man. Shut up. Selective in what him say. Very selective. Carol Gardner, I'm on no side. My side is called Jamaica, Carol. I am not on the peer list of Labour Right, and I'm not on the peer list of PNP. I talk as I see it. I talk as I see it. I talk as I see it. Anyhow, Jamaica, I want to start with where I left off last night. I have been doing some extensive research. The truth you can't go on. The truth you can't go on, man. Go on, man. Go on. No can't go on. Unna like when me talk truth.
Stay tuned for more PDTV News Evening Highlights. Thank you for watching.